Stand still. The trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger, must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breathes. Listen. It answers, I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. No two trees are the same to raven. No two branches are the same to wren. If what a tree or a bush does it lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. Lost by David Wagner. You might think that the mentoring process is a duet. Well, perhaps not. Perhaps it is and will be always witnessed by the great nature, the great world, earth, if you want to call it, that is not lost, that in fact has all the answers and the mysteries that we are searching for. Oftentimes in our work we are inviting nature to be part of our discovery process and unfolding of our personal story. Nature holds truths and inspiration, and it's a great mentor. If we want to talk about examples of great mentors, well, nature, the trees, the forest, the lakes, the sun, the moon, and so many others. We are using something that we called wonders in the nature, which means that participants or mentees are invited to go out on the land, on the semi-wild or perhaps even wild terrains with specific invitations to deeply listen or to search or to be found by certain creatures, elements of nature that are embodying certain qualities. In a nutshell, they are invited to be in deep conversation and even relationship with the nature that is surrounding us. Participants are given a certain time, let's say an hour and a half, and by crossing a threshold, an imaginary threshold or an actual threshold over a stone or a branch, they are entering this realm that is maybe perhaps shifting their consciousness, where everything is alive and everything is whispering, and are guided by the best mentor that I know, which is the natural world. It is said that in the outer world, every being is utterly themselves, and it is also said that we humans, we are the only species on earth that we have the privilege to deny our blossoming. So this to me tells that nature has a lot to show us and to guide us through. If only we could learn how to listen, and how we could befriend this terrain that we have been separated from. We are not living anymore in communities that are deeply connected with the changing cycles of the earth. But we can remember, and mentoring process and context, it's a place in which we are remembering how to be in ritual, in ceremony, in deep connection with our brothers and sisters that are hawk and cherry tree and river and so many others. When our participants are returning from their wanders, or our mentees perhaps are returning from their wanders, they are returning different. Every time they have a story, or perhaps many stories. And we are creating the spaces in which this story can be deeply listened to. And maybe there are some questions that would deepen the person into their own findings and revelations. And then the story is mirrored, is offered back to the person, perhaps enlarged, not in a way that is distorting the story, but is offered in a way that is enlarging and underlining the beauty and the opportunity that was found, and maybe the revelation that was found in the wandering time. I will offer you an invitation now to go in a wander, to go in this extraordinary realm with the intention to be found. Pay attention, not to find, but to be found, to allow yourself to be grabbed by a particular being that is embodying this energy and this capacity of being a mentor. Because our topic here is mentoring. Who is there out waiting for you to show you all the ways that you can be a better mentor? It can be a rooted tree, it can be a hill, or a place, a field of flowers that are telling you exactly, precisely how to be a mentor in this world. So listen, mirror to them, and listen what it is reflected back from this creature or this place in nature. And maybe after this dialogue is going on, after the dialogue is ending between you and this mentor creature from nature, you can take their place. You can swap places and perhaps borrow for a little while their eyes. Have you ever imagined how would it be to see the world from a place of a rooted tree, or from a place of a field of flowers? And how dearly you would keep and hold the stories that you see around in your wisdom. And how would you mentor them? Trees are mentoring the birds and the wind and the mycelium and so many other creatures. The land of flowers is also mentoring plenty of beings that are visiting them. And so on and so on. Let your imagination guide you, and receive this invitation as a prompt, as an opportunity for discovering more and deeply what mentoring means and what encountering nature means.